I'm at the go.
While making this video, I gotta make sure that the freakiness is not taking over me, because if y'all didn't know, Freaky 5 dude got that effect. But with that being said, last time we left off, Snake Man wasn't enough for Kizaru, so Luffy had to pull out the big guns and use Freaky 5 on him. And when he picked him up, tell me this doesn't give you that Tom and Jerry vibe. Once I seen that, I already knew that this fight was about to be a ass fight. Kizaru was telling Freaky 5, I appreciate it if you just let me do my job. But Freaky 5 was not going for it. He started swinging this man around in circles fast as fuck, while this man Kizaru talking so, bro, like, if y'all don't believe me, look, listen to this, bro. Like, bro, this man is dead ass just chilling. Like, bro, is this man off something? Bro, let me know. Is this man is off something? Because ain't no way you should be making that sound while somebody swing you around in circles like that. Like, look how he had dude glasses, bruh. Y'all think it's because he got gripped by the freak? I'm telling y'all, Freaky 5 will have y'all moving different. Anywho, Freaky 5 ended up sending him flying, bro. Nah, bro, one more thing, y'all. When Freaky 5 was swinging him around in circles, why was this man Kizaru talking so slow? Miz was talking about, like, ooh, go easy on me. Come on. Like, nigga, what is you talking about? And why are you saying it like that? One thing about bro, he gonna always be chill as fuck, and you can't take that away from him. But anyways, let's move on for real, for real. So after Freaky 5 slung Kizaru out the way, Nami was telling everybody we better leave before it's too late. Definitely since Freaky 5 is holding off Kizaru. And while they was talking about that, Vegapunk noticed that Bonney was outside of the labo phase. He was like, bro, what is she doing out there? While he was worrying about that, Atlas was getting ready to go down there to control it past the Feastas, because she was like, as soon as they open up the barrier, they just gonna use the pacifista to start going down the labo phase. So I gotta go down there to control them real quick. Edison basically agreed to that plan. He was like, whoever control a pacifista wins. But the thing is with that, they don't know that Saturn is here. And I gotta remember that the Gorosei's have the highest level of controlling the pacifistas. So it gotta make you wonder, why did Saturn say, don't let them know that I'm here. If y'all put 2 and 2 together, y'all should know what's gonna be happening soon. But that's all I'ma say. But pretty much what had happened was Alice was about to get ready to go, but Vegapunk was like,
wait a minute,
I'm going with you. But Usopp was like, oh hell nah, you ain't going nowhere. There's after your dome piece. Just stay here, gang. Vegapunk heard Frankie talking through the transponders. Now this man did not give a fuck about nothing this man Usopp was talking about. He immediately tells Frankie, you know that Bonney is down there, right? And Frankie didn't even know that she was alive. So once he heard that, he was like, okay, that's great news. Then he tells Vegapunk what happened to Bonney. And once Vegapunk heard that, this man started lashing out on this man Frankie for no reason, talking about, you a grown ass man and you just let her get kicked? Like, calm down, bro. You don't gotta talk to my boy Frankie like that. Like, if Frankie could move that fast, I'm pretty sure he would have tried to help her, but he couldn't. At least he trying. Frankie was like, bro, my bad, bro, I'm gonna go save her. And he talked about something, you better. Like, why you gotta be rude to my boy Frankie like that? He looks up to you like, come on. But that's besides the point. Vegapunk already made up his mind about him going, and Sanji was listening on the other line too. He heard that Bonney got kicked, so you already know that fired him up, meaning that he's on board with saving Bonney as well. After they hung up, Frankie started to have a little bit of regret, saying that he wished he was a bit faster, because if he was, he could have stopped that kick. But eventually Lilith ended up snapping him out of it, and she tells him that she'll handle the rest over here. You just go do your thing. Frankie hits the super pose and he took off running. Next we got to Bonney, and I'm not gonna lie, y'all, she was throwing some hands, bro. For a kid to be throwing hands like how she was throwing hands, y'all about to see what I'm talking about. So this father Marine started looking around everywhere because he heard footsteps, and next thing you know, you see a metal pipe just flying up in the air doing tricks, and boom, bro just get hit right in the middle of his dome. From that point on, she just started getting busy. I'm talking about she was knocking off everybody left and right. She wasn't playing no game. With the hoodie on too. Stop playing with her. One dude tried to do this generic ass grab. Bonney hits him with that spin move and touches him with that pause. So when Bonney hopped off of Fodder 108, Fodder 109 tried to grab her, but he ended up knocking a hoodie off. Once he realized who was under that hoodie, it was already too late because Bonney does a flip behind him, and on top of that flip, she does an upside down twirl, completely knocking the taste out this man's mouth with that pipe. She makes herself get older and she catches
that same pipe.
Like, y'all can't tell me that wasn't smooth. Peep this though, she ain't done yet. All of these mob of fathers started running towards her. Bonney goes down low, breaking both of these two ankles, then knocks a weapon out of dude's hand right here. First dude try to come back for some more. Bonney pokes him in the eye, then whacks him both on the ankle and on the back of his leg. Another random tries to come and swipe her with an axe, but she does a Lambo dodge and completely swipe dude off his feet. I want y'all to keep y'all eyes on the dude in the back. He tries to shoot her, but she throws his metal right at his dome and it came back like a boomerang. Nah, that's actually crazy. Somebody else tried to run up on her and she whacks him with both of the pipes. This dude tried running up on her, but she ended up turning his sword into rust a little bit, which that allowed her to knock him off balance and elbow him in the back. After that, another random grabs her from behind and tried to hit her with a full Nelson.
And I put the nigga in the full Nelson.
Another Marine tried to come with a follow-up and punch her, but Bonney turns her body back to a child, causing him to punch the other Marine. I gotta give these father Marines credit though. Their teamwork is actually pretty good, because how he knew what to do right after he grabbed Bonney, he went straight for the punch. That's some serious teamwork. But yeah, after he stole off on his own teammate, Bonney jumps up in the air and kicks the taste out his mouth. After that, they changed the point of view. Two more tries to come out there, but she whacks both of them in the face. So another one tries to come and shoot at her, but she dodges it and then turns on her flying shoes and fly towards them. And while she was in between both of them, she used her powers to turn them into a kid. But not only that, she also was turning them into old men too. After all of that, Bonney wanted to go hide, but then she realized that they was talking about Sentomaru. Sentomaru's body was burnt up like this because he was the one that ended up saving Bonney from flying into that security dome. And he told Bonney to run because the Navy was coming. Sentomaru is that dog, bro. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm not gonna say nothing else. He a dog for that. Bonney didn't really know what she wanted to do. She was asking herself, should she hide until everything is over? Because you best believe they are looking for her. That's because the Zoro faces Robert, aka the kitty cat. Zoro tells Robert to get his bitch ass out the bushes, and Robert talking about some just let us do our job. Boy, when he said that, I almost died through the screen. First off, he's a pirate, and second off, don't think my boy didn't forget what you did to him back then, bro. You one-shotted him. Now it's time for some revenge. So we start off with this kitty cat playing in the bushes, and then he eventually shows himself. Look at this kitty cat just smiling like shit sweet. He throws a strike at Zoro and Zoro hops out the way. Next he follow up with a back and downwards kick. Immediately after, they both go for a clash. Look at Robert's face. He didn't know my boy Zoro can move like that. Robert goes for another attack, but Zoro weaves it. He follows up with his own attack, but Robert weaves that. They was literally just going blow for blow, dodge for dodge, to the point Robert sent my goat up in the air and then does this smooth shit. I ain't gonna lie, it was smooth, but that wasn't stopping my goat from going on the offensive. He tries to attack Robert, but he blocks it. They start going clash for clash again, but in mid-air this time. Look at Robert, he think he all good. I'm telling you, bro, every time he smiles, shit happens. My boy Zoro said, fuck doing a handstand, I'm doing a sword stand on him, and turned this kitty cat into a Beyblade. Meanwhile, Freaky 5 over here just laughing at the fight. He was trying to be a supportive homie and ask Zoro, do he need help? But Zoro was like, nah, I got this. Just focus on Kizaru. As Robert still trying to throw hands at this man. But that goes without saying, it was cooking with this animation, man. But eventually, after they both knock each other back, Zoro tells Robert, if that's the best you can do, then don't expect they even get a chance to go up against our captain. Basically telling this nigga you're weak. Look at him over here laughing it off. He knows deep down that hurt his pride. He even acknowledged Zoro's strength, so he already know what he's dealing with. We cut to Kizaru, and I'm so convinced that this man is high right now. Besides him having his arm and leg crossed, they zoom into this man's eye, and we see this sparkly rainbowish thing just glowing in his eye. He gotta be off that twinkle twinkle little star pack. But anywho, Kizaru launches his body towards Freaky 5. And if we pay attention closely to Freaky 5 eyeballs, we notice that Kizaru made clones out of himself. Then hits my boy Freaky 5 with a solar flare. My boy can barely see. But after that point, my boy Freaky 5 started tweaking, bro. He tweaked out to the point that he made clouds. Kizaru tried to slice my boy up, but look how disrespectful my boy Freaky 5 was. He laid down on Kizaru with his hands like this. He's basically saying, man. I appreciate that, my boy. And Deadass just kept it moving. This man Kizaru was swinging his sword around like a lifesaver. Freaky 5 was just dodging so fast that he left out the images, bro. Dog, look at this shit. Like, what the hell is actually going on right now? They out here showing us Freaky 5 skeleton and all, bro. Now, hold up. I just peeped what they did. They just did the cartoon beat 'em up cloud thing. Yeah, bro, just tell me this fight ain't unserious without telling me this fight ain't unserious because, bro, Freaky 5 is over here trolling. Kizaru wasn't going for it, so he grazed my boy Freaky 5 face. See, after Freaky 5 realized he did that, he wasn't messing with it no more. Let me just create a whole tornado in mid-air. I'm not gonna lie, this all looked cool as hell, but it didn't do nothing to Kizaru. And yeah, don't think I forgot about the impact frames. Look at these shits. They cooked. After that, Kizaru tries to shoot my boy Freaky 5 down, but he weaves that. Also, again, peep the impact frame, but yeah, Kizaru kept blasting that Freaky 5 as Freaky 5 was cartoonishly weaving everything to the point he was like, you know what, let me just get big on him again real quick and knock out a couple of these Kizarus out of the air. But sadly, that wasn't enough to keep them down. They came back flying towards him like fireflies and shit. Freaky 5 reaches his arm out trying to catch one of them, but it didn't work. So he was like, you know what, let me just brush them off me real quick. That also didn't work, but that's cool though because Freaky 5 blew them all away. As the Kizaru clones got blown away, they all lashed onto one another, and then he tossed his clone right back at Freaky 5, and look how these clones looking too. Look, Kizaru heads. Luffy started to act like he was running away from Kizaru, but really he was just trying to trick him. Eventually he gathers them all up into a single file line and hits them all with a gum gun done stamp. You see, it turns out none of them was the real one. Freaky 5 tried to trick Kizaru, but the whole time Kizaru tricked him. Look how he had my boy poor Usopp, man. He don't deserve this. He was asking them where did Vegapunk go.
I woke up in a new Bugatti. I woke up in a new
Eventually, Vegapunk ended up popping out, and Sanji ended up following right after. After Kizaru peep game, he stand on top of the building like he was Final Form Frieza in the Namek arc, getting ready to beam this man Vegapunk down. But as soon as he shot that beam, my boy Freaky 5 came out of nowhere and completely swallowed that bit on some Kirby shit. Now that look, he got me thinking now. What if this man Freaky 5 can swallow people devil fruit powers and copy their abilities? Now that would be tough. Frankie hops out the bush and eventually hops on the ride as well.
I'm at the top.
Once they finally make their way down, the pacifista was getting ready to shoot them, but Atlas gave them the order to shoot at the Marines instead. Then lastly, it cuts to Saturn, and I don't really gotta say too much. Y'all should know what's coming up next. They even gave him a to be continued end screen. Like, come on, bruh. With that being said, that's gonna wrap up the video. Let me know what y'all think is gonna happen in the next episode. All I know, shit is about to go down, bruh. If y'all made it this far into the video, y'all might as well subscribe to the channel, bro. Like, y'all made it this far. Come on, bruh. I know some of y'all don't be subscribing. Y'all just be coming back to my channel not subscribe, but you messing with the content. You might as well just subscribe, bro. Like, come on, bro. Like, come on, bro. Also, if y'all want some variety content, I just dropped One Punch Man on my second channel, man. So if y'all haven't, go check that out. It's gonna be a little minute before I start doing variety content on this channel, so that's why I made that channel. So y'all go check that out. Till then, I'll see y'all in the next one.